Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, y'all? Who is up? I know it's early. Saturday. I wasn't so sure about this weather. I'm telling you, when I first woke up, I was looking around. I was like, it was looking a little dim and dark out my windows. I said, what the heck? All these nice days, and the day I got to go do some running. I'm like, I thought it was getting ready to rain. I was like, no, please, let's not do that. But nah, it's really nice out. Good morning. Hey, Melissa. What's going on, Becky? Come on, Beckalicious. Evolved, what's up? How y'all this morning? Hey, Portia. Tutu, what's up? Hey, KB. Stalking my page for Beyond the Gates. That's coming later on. I got 2 episodes that I got to watch. I've watched everything up till Thursday. I got to do Thursday and Friday. So later on this afternoon, I'll actually do it. It's kind of this earlier in the week. It's a little stuff, but nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. But we'll see. We'll see what Thursday and Friday has to offer. You know, Thursday is usually our day on there. They usually hit us with some fire on Thursday. Good morning, grown woman. Hey, Adam. Hey, Michelle. What's going on? Yeah, I came out this morning. I had to get some tires. I was like, I put it off as long as I could. And I'm like, all right, go do it. So that's where I'm at. I'm out. They're like, you can sit in the office. I'm like, I've been sitting down all day yesterday. I said, let me get up and move around. Well, listen, take these days. Remember, I'm from Pittsburgh. It's pretty soon, in another month, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing but sit in an office somewhere, because you know how our weather do. It'll switch up on you in a minute. We go straight out of September into winter. It seems like yesterday you got tires. Was that like 2 years? Listen, I was sitting there literally thinking about it, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. I was trying to think about what was actually going on in my life whenever I did that. And I'm like, it seemed like it was just the other day that I did that. And I'm like, no, that wasn't it. I remember I was fussing, and I was maxing it in with, the last thing I did, my car was carrying on real bad. That was, I had to get a battery, and I also had to get brakes all at the same time. I did the brakes, and then right after that, it wouldn't start. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was the battery had gone bad. So I had to do a battery and brakes all at the same time. And that was actually, it's funny, it's almost been a year since that actually happened. I was so mad at that car. It was like 1 week and it was just doing the most. I was like, I'm ready to throw the whole car in the garbage. But nope. That was the year before that I did tires. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Come on, Richmond, Virginia. Got a lot of running to do. I gotta go to Amazon at 12. Ooh. Yeah, that had me. And I was soul searching, baby, trying to figure out. I said, go pull up. Listen, you know I got paperwork. I was going to pull up them doggone receipts. Go pull up my receipts. But yep, literally been almost 2 years since I bought tires. Lord knows it don't even seem like I went too many places too much to be wearing out tires, but I guess I did, didn't I? You know, I live at the top of a hill too. It's like I'm up the hill, so all that back and forth up the hill and back and forth across town. He's pretty. The dog is huge. See him? Huge. Am I doing Beauty in Black? Beauty in Black is done. Melissa, what you doing? You ain't been to the page? It's done. All the reviews are up and everything. You know, that was power right then that I was able to say that, because usually I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to get to it. Nope, I already did it. It's already up, all 8 episodes. That felt good. Because usually I be able to make the promise of getting to it. No, baby, they're all done. They're all up there. And listen, trust me, you are going to have a good time. It was so good. It was so good. I was trying to do it like one episode at a time. That wasn't even working out. I made it for like 4 episodes. Or, yeah. No, 3. I think 3 episodes. And then I did back to back. And then I did back to back again. I was like, oh, I couldn't, because I couldn't even turn it off. I'm not sure that was a dog I was looking at. Yeah, it was a dog. Well, you're near the water, right? Once you get on that ship, you ain't gonna need no car. More. Listen. And that's the thing. I'm, it's moving slow, but we'll be getting to my cruise very shortly. And I'm not having any second thoughts. I'm really, really excited. And I think that's more or less has to do with you all. The people who have actually booked to go with me on the cruise. I think that's what is keeping my excitement up. And I'm kind of like over the whole thing with that whole fear of the water and stuff that I have. Is like, I'm just over it. I'm like ready to go ahead and tackle it. And I just am excited about hanging out with my people and actually getting to see some of y'all and hug y'all around y'all neck. Meet and greets are always fun. It's always fun. It's always a different vibe, So, yeah, I'm excited. No, I'm not from Maryland. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Not the projects. Oh. No, not the projects. No, I'm in front of the field. It's not no projects. I don't know what that comment was, but no, I am not. This is Pittsburgh South Side. See, here I go giving my location, see, because that's what I gives. No, you see that? You go back further that way, baby, you'll walk right into the river. Okay? No, I ain't over in no projects, which I ain't got no problem with the projects. It's too early to be in the projects. You go to the projects after 12. That's when the parties start. After 12 up in the projects, baby. Well, because sometimes they be out carrying on and getting it going on a Saturday. Yeah, ain't nothing in the projects. If you go up that way, you can go up that way, up toward Arlington. Yeah, you can go back up, wait, let me see, up in them hills. There's projects up that way, back up in them hills. Shit, I love that. Listen, I'll tell you about my Pennsylvania privilege. I love it all. I can't go on the cruise due to back surgery in December. Oh, wow. Yeah, Naya, I am. I'm gonna catch up my Beyond the Gates later this afternoon. You say you're from Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle's cool. Now that's out there. That's traveling out some. But yeah, Newcastle's a little spot. We used to hang out. There used to be, y'all know I love bingo. Good morning, Joe. There used to be some a real groovy bingo. Pay some real good money out in Newcastle. My mom used to actually do a charter bus trip there years ago on Sundays. We used to have a good time out that way. Yeah. But yeah, this is a field down here in the midst of Southside. That's where you see people coming and going. They come in and they walk. It's a really nice field. It's always kept real nice. Thank you for putting me on the Deb's House. Yes, and I got to do that. I got 2 episodes of Deb's House I got to catch up on. I haven't even watched those. Looking refreshed. Hope you're having a good morning. I am. I really, really am. You say stay right there? I sure am. Are you close to where the 3 police officers were killed? I didn't even hear about it, but that probably, if it happened down here in Southside, I'm right down dead in the smack in the middle of it. So probably. Sometimes things happen in Southside, but Southside is not bad overall. But there's a lot of clubs and stuff in the main stretch. So sometimes unfortunate things can take place down here in our south side. But south side is not bad. It's, yeah, just gets a little busy sometimes. Get a little busy. Lexus, good morning, baby. How you? I had to check on that because I sure didn't even see that. Come on, from Mesa, Arizona. You know I love Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland, period. Maryland don't owe me nothing. That's my last my last meet and greet I did was in the DMV. I love the DMV. My brother's in the DMV, so yeah, I find myself twiddling around the DMV quite a bit. Pontiac, Michigan. Welcome, welcome. Now look, now that's one. I haven't been to Michigan in years. In years. My great aunt actually lived in Detroit. So when we were younger, I went to Detroit a bit, and then it's so funny because her children, well, not all of them, but a few of them, actually ended up moving here to back over here to Pittsburgh, and so we went less. But I still got a really groovy cousin over there in Detroit. Oh yeah, DMV is a ball. North Carolina, Fayetteville. I got cousins in North Carolina, and I'm so glad you popped in here because I've been meaning to reach out to them. James and Erica, I'm coming for y'all. I need to talk to them. Those are my little cousins. I have another little cousin named James as well. Um, yeah, I need to talk to them. They ran across my mind earlier this week. So I want to reach out to them. And I got a god baby that's down there in North Carolina. Her and her mama. Yeah, I got my god, one of my youngest god daughter is actually down there. Her mama's down there in North Carolina. Tulsa, Oklahoma. What's going on? Now that's somewhere I've never been. Never been to Oklahoma. And now this is the strangest thing. As long as I've been, I've been on YouTube since 2014. 2014, I've been on, I was on YouTube before that, but not actually creating content. I've been creating content since 2014. I have never done a meet and greet in my city. I've not. I can't even tell you why. I made a plan to do it when Kennywood Park actually first built the steel curtain roller coaster. I had considered I wanted to do like a 3-day thing and actually bring go ahead and take everybody out to the park. It's because it's not as big as the theme parks, but it's a nice size park. Kennywood Park is nice. We actually have some landmark rides and some things that are still on the books that are in the tops and our roller coasters. But it's so weird because the year that I was planning on doing that, something happened with the ride, and the ride was basically closed for like the next year and a half. So I was so glad that I didn't actually go through with it. But I've never done a meet and greet in my city. I've done Vegas. I've done the DMV. I did Vegas multiple times, and I've done the DMV. And then this time around, I decided to go and do the boat. So I'm basically doing it in the Bahamas, between Miami and the Bahamas. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna make my way back home at some point. But come on for New Zealand. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Steph. Say Tulsa's a chill city. I like it. All right. All right, Charlene. Have a good one, baby. Have a good day. Yeah, New Orleans is fun. I didn't do, well, we kind of met some people when we were there. I wouldn't really call it a meet and greet, but we actually did run into some folks, weren't my folks. It was one of the other content creators that I was with. We actually met up with one of his folks, so I wouldn't classify that as a meet and greet for me. I met her, and, that was more about him meeting one of his people. Good morning. How are
Morning.
you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I yeah. Yeah, that was yeah. But no, that we basically all got together and went down to New Orleans for the Jazz Fest to go see Anita Baker. So I wouldn't classify that as a meet and greet. That was just a visit to New Orleans. I would definitely go back to New Orleans. New Orleans was a good time. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Lot going on, baby. That Bourbon Street, woo, that Bourbon Street is something. I was there for Jazz Fest and it was popping, so I could just imagine what it's like at Mardi Gras. I said, listen, I think I'm pretty progressive, okay? I was down there, we on Bourbon. It was so much going on. I jumped into the gay bar and I said to cool down. You know, people think we the ones that be really hyped up. I jumped in there so I could take a break. I said, God, D, whole lot going on here. I had to jump in there with the Legibitiqua to catch a breather. Said, y'all was carrying on. I said, honey, my heterosexual counterparts know how to really get it going. I said, check y'all out. It was going down on Bourbon. You too, Aja. The Bahamas loves you, James. Listen, I'm on my way, Anastasia. I will be there. I will be there in May, honey. Going to be there for an old nasty piece of day party in the Bahamas. Old nasty piece. It's going to be fun. Hopefully by that time I won't have crashed out too bad on the boat and be running to get off. I doubt it. I think it's going to be fun. And I've been on a boat out here in this damn river, but that's different. You know, cruise is different than being on the good ship Lollipop. I mean, that's like a joke. Rolling down the river. Hey, madam. Hey, Sheila. And you know what? Um, what was I going to say? It just went right over my head. Come on, getting old as a bitch. I was going to say something. It was something real wise and groovy, and it just went on. Well, look, they are done with my car. So, listen, let me go get my little stuff. They done pulled my little buggy on out from this little spot. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off of here, and I'll come back later. I'll see y'all later. I'm just out here in these streets, these Pittsburgh streets. So I will get up with y'all a little bit later. All right, y'all.